Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Well, Tracy has, I guess, finally woke. She's awake, and I think some people were maybe a little worried what happened to her because the last anyone heard from her was 4 o'clock yesterday evening. So she's awake, and let's see where she's off to next.
We woke up with frost all over us. The sleeping bag is soaked. It was a chilly night last night, this morning. I'm glad it took a while for it to soak through the sleeping bag. But we're doing pretty good. I came up to the gas station to try to get some charge on my phone today and get a coffee, and I did charge my phone a little bit, so I only have 30% right now. But the gas station attendant at the gas station that has a bathroom that says you have to be a customer to go to the bathroom told me to wait until 11, and then she would bring me to the bus depot. So I think I am going to get on a Greyhound bus today.
Wouldn't you have to raise money to get on the bus? You just don't go there and get on a bus. So now I guess she has to raise the money for the bus ticket.
She put me over here and I was frozen. My fingertips were so frozen I couldn't feel them in the beginning, and I was trying to pull the bag and Bella, and I couldn't feel my hands. And then whenever they defrosted it, it felt like ice or like heat, like my hands were burning. And I was just trying to charge my phone, but she offered me a ride to the bus station because I was like, well, do you know where the bus station is here or how far it is away? And she was like, well, no, I don't, but there's city bus stop right here. But I didn't have a phone to turn on to see when the city bus would come by, so I was trying to charge it so that I could look up the bus schedules. And then she was like talking to me that whole time. I did smoke a cigarette with her. I was like, I don't know. I did definitely. She handed me one and I was just like, okay, and sat there and we were talking, and then that's what led to her saying,
I thought I've heard her say before that tobacco was a bad habit that she has had and that she didn't smoke anymore. She said she just smoked the lettuce, but now she smoked a cigarette?
I have time after I get off at 11 to be able to just hang out and bring you to the bus station, and I would like to talk to you some more. And I'm like, yes. I don't know. I cleaned up their little break area here because she was so nice and had me come over here and sit. I didn't know we would wake up with frost on us. The whole suitcase looked like shimmering little diamonds from all the frost that landed on them. I am still on restriction for the next 2 hours because I have repeatedly been fake content. This is just my life. I know that it's unfathomable to some people, but this is just my life. So I don't know how I am getting violations for living my life, how it's dealt at all. Am I on freeze again? Good morning, Kimmy. Good morning, Bonnie. Hi, Sonia. Oh, I am good. Well, I have to go down there to get my winter gear, and I'm sure that my grandkids would love to see me, so I'm at least going south. It's getting cold up here. no, I'm not going to stay there, but it's still my family. I love them and I would like to see them. I'm definitely not going to stay there. I am trying to save the money to find a vehicle. That way, even if it's a tiny little apartment, because it's a minivan, at least it's mine. At least it's my own. There's an address I can use there, and so I'm going to go there to visit my family, and get my things together for the winter gear. And at least it's south from here, so there shouldn't be frost on everything yet.
When she was last at her daughter's, she had stayed in a trailer that was on the property. And that's what she should do. She should go stay in that trailer again, save some money up. But better yet, when she was there before, there was a minivan there that she said was hers, that was given to her by her daughter, I thought she said, and she was fixing it up. She put windshield in it, she put new wires and changed the oil, put new brakes on it, all these things she did to it, and then never went and put it in her name or put it on the road. And when her and her daughter got into the argument the last day she was there, the day before she left, her daughter even said, I've tried to take you several times down to put the van on the road, and you always have something else to do, she said. The daughter told her that. So it was like she was procrastinating to put this thing on the road. So, I mean, why? Why didn't she do that? Why didn't she stay just a few more days and put the van on the road? So, I'm sure it might have needed a little bit more work done to it, but she could have probably gotten that done along the way. So maybe she can get that minivan from her daughter when she goes back there, because, if it's still there, because she did put a lot of work into it. So, I just don't understand why she didn't get that. So, maybe she can get that when she goes back.
No, you're going to need to go watch a lot of posts to catch up. Right now I'm in Michigan, and it's definitely too cold to be staying outside for very long here. I just wanted to jump on and tell everybody that I'm okay and I made it through the night. I didn't want people worrying about me. Yeah, it's going to be warmer down there than it is here. And I haven't stayed there the whole year, so it's not like the LEOs in the area are looking for me or know my name or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and head back down there. It's why I don't stay in one place for very long.
So the LEOs, the law enforcement, that's what she's talking about? Why would they be looking for her? She said the LEOs aren't looking for me because I haven't been there for a while, and that's why I don't stay in one place very long. Why would the police be looking for her? That's odd to say.
If you're on the inside, you're not in trouble. But since there's a, man, that looks bad. Looks like I have a dark circle on my eye right there. But, yeah, it's going to be warmer down there. We'll have a little bit more time to prepare for winter if I head south. And then I also have a place that I can go and hang out for a while in Arkansas. So I'm just kind of going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep bringing all of my journey to y'all here on TikTok. So just stay tuned. Bella is doing good. We went over to Walmart here. I found a Walmart. Well, it's the only grocery store I've seen. So I walked over to it, and instead of us getting a room or something, I got some food so that I have some snack things. I have grapes, I have a salad, and avocado, which is probably going to get squished and mashed in the bag because it's in my backpack. But I have an avocado and tomato and one of those little green goddess salads, and some grapes for me. And then for Bella, I got some little packages of wet food to mix in her food. Oh, and I got her a bag of treats, which is probably the most expensive thing that I got, because I didn't want to get the old Roy treats that she's just going to snub. I wanted to get something that she actually likes. So I got her these like beef jerky dog treats, and she is loving those. So thank you for helping me get those for her. And now she's got some treats, and not just hard dog food, but she has some soft ones for me to mix in with her dog food. I drank almost a whole bottle of juice last night. Yeah, she does like those jerky ones. It was your duck ones that gave me the idea. I knew she liked those. She doesn't like the Play-Doh treats or those hard dog bones. Hi, Annette. I also am an Annette. It's just hidden in my second name. I was named after Annette Funicello, the Mouseketeer. The original Mouseketeers. And I was obsessed with the movies, like Back to the Beach and stuff, whenever I was little. Although I would still wear every one of their swimwear right now. Yeah, my mom did it. Good morning, Melanie. I really want to go try to plug this battery charger in, because I know the 30% on my phone is not going to last very long. But it's all going to work out. It's just all going to work out. Today, I'm going to try get to the bus station and make sure of how much the bus ticket is, and that this bus station approves Bella to get on the buses whenever I get my ticket. So I don't like to buy the tickets online, because in person I know whether they're going to let her or not. Yeah, I definitely could probably use some donations, but I won't need food on the trip, because I packed us like lunch and some snack things. So it shouldn't take that long to get down to Missouri. It'll only be like a day probably, I hope. I have not looked it up. I looked up maybe how much the price ticket was going to be, but I didn't look up how long the trip would be. The price of the ticket was about $100. It went up it went up on the day that you leave, so it depends on which day I would get out of there. Hopefully today. Yeah, it's not all that far. So I'm kind of hoping, since buses, drive straight through, they just swap out drivers, then maybe it'll just be a day on the bus. Man, I need to get a brush. My hair is so tangled. Fitting me and Bella in that sleeping bag overnight was crazy. It was definitely a hardcore thing. I did have enough tarp that I could flip it over our heads, so whenever it frosted, we weren't in the dew and frost with our heads hanging out of it. But it has been a lively morning already. So we came over here, we walked all the way from out there to over here back to town, about 3 blocks to get to the gas station. And whenever I got there, I was prepared for them to be one of the gas stations that are like, get out of here. You can't be loitering here. And I was like, oh boy. All right, well, we got to try it. It's the only bathroom that I found that I can just walk in, buy something, and go to the bathroom. And she was like, I needed to charge the phone so I could tell you guys I made it through the night and everything was okay. And she's like, well, we don't have hot coffee over on this side at the gas station because we have a Dunkin' Donuts. And so coffee was like $3.50. But they had a plug-in, so it was worth paying $3.50 to go to the bathroom, get some water, and also plug the phone in to get some charge on it to tell you guys. Yeah, I'm already down 10% just since I've been on live here. So I'm not going to be able to stay on for very long and have phone service or phone battery to keep going. So we're just making it. We're just making it. The frost was really cold. My fingers were numb and frozen. The inside of the sleeping bag is warm, but once I had to roll up the cold, wet sleeping bag, and it did soak through. So the sleeping bag in my suitcase, if I had to sleep in it tonight, would freeze me out here, unless I found a dryer and a laundromat to get it dried. So these are different things that we have to deal with out here living on the road. And so whenever it's frosty that morning and you woke up and your windshield was frosty, if you've seen somebody that's outside, they just slept in that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if after taxes, I don't know if I have enough, but I'm really close, so I'm just going to go out to the bus station, and we'll see when the bus leaves, and we'll see how far I can get to getting the bus ticket. And so I'm just going to do it all one step at a time, one step at a time. So once I get there, then I'm going to be back online there. They should have some kind of a plug-in. I know I've ran into a few bus stations that didn't have stuff like that, a place to charge up. So one step at a time, one step at a time. We'll just keep doing it. I really am trying to manifest a vehicle so that we no longer have to pay these big bills. Like, it's stupid to have to pay for so many hotels and bus tickets and stuff whenever just getting a vehicle would have solved both problems.
So we don't have to pay the big bills like hotels and bus tickets. Travelers do not stay in hotels and take buses. Okay, they camp, they make tents and camp out, okay? They live off the land. They do what they have to do. They barter, they trade, they do odd jobs. They're not asking for donations online for hotels. She never did this before. She slept in a tent every night. I mean, like she's saying, oh, it was kind of hard with just the sleeping bag. You've been doing it for months. How was last night a problem? I think she stayed in a hotel a couple times and now she's gotten spoiled. And so we don't have to pay these big bills like bus tickets and hotels. I don't understand what the change has been. She's always been outside in a tent. Now it's a change. I don't understand.
And it would, in the long run, save money and not waste money. But since they let me sit out here at their break area, I went ahead and cleaned up the area that they have. And I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for her to get off work at their break table, and she told me to sit over here so I don't get in trouble sitting over there by the trees. So she's kind of looking after me right now. She just lost her spouse of 30 years 3 years ago. And her whole life got changed, flipped upside down. They didn't believe in having to get a marriage certificate to love each other. So whenever he passed, she was left without any of the benefits.
Why is she telling this lady's business?
And that is just so sad. She is very past the age of needing. She's like 68, and just her spouse passing made this wrench in her life of what she knew as normal and made her have to readjust everything. These stories, it's all of these stories that I gather that show me how much we need to work on this system that we're all involved in and partaking in. Trust me, I did my partaking in the system too. I worked. I haven't always been this way. I just have.
So why not write or go see in your travels, go see some city halls or some congressmen or state executives, county executives, whatever, to try to make a change? Because hitchhiking from state to state, asking for donations is not helping anyone. I mean, she said she's on God's journey. That's great. Love it. But she said she's traveling to find other people like her so they can, make a difference and change. But she's not doing anything to change anything. Traveling around is not helping other people's that were denied benefits like she was. You need to get out there and start, writing people, showing up at, like the congressmen and that type of stuff, the state buildings. Not out here just hitchhiking on and going live on TikTok. I don't see where that's helping anything.
Been this way since I was hurt and life got turned upside down, Did I hit any rest? Oh yes, I slept out there at that construction site. It was beautiful. The huge full moon kept us company all night long. I did pick up food and brought it out to my camp, and then I'm sitting there going, oh man. So this is where bear country is going to happen to me. It was backed right up against the woods out there, and so I was like, and now I've got a bunch of food that is actually like pasta noodles and things like that, so it's gonna let off an odor and a smell, and so every time Bella was going, I was like looking up out of the sleeping bag, oh no, what's here? Is it a wolf? Maybe a stray dog? I haven't got to the bus station yet. I just have an estimate before taxes of what they put online. So it was about $100 online for the bus ticket. I have most of that, but after they add the taxes, I'm probably not going to have that part. But I'm going to get over there and we're going to find out. We're just going to do it in person. I've got a ride to over there. If I wait 1 hour, she gets off work and she's going to take me to the bus station. I do definitely try not to put the toxic things in my body, but if I'm hungry and that's how much I have, I'm not opposed to putting something in my stomach. Well, thank you so much, Night. Yeah, I'm not opposed to putting that stuff in my stomach if I have to, but right now I have a pasta salad that has olive oil in it. I got a little container of olives, and I just put it in the pasta salad that they already have made up. And that's a better thing for me than the ramen noodles is. I try to take care of my my body, by not eating so much junk food, but if I am hungry and I'm on the move, I'm not opposed to eating some of the junk food. I am definitely going to head down to my daughter's and see the grandkids and my daughter for a little bit, pick up my winter gear, and see my friend Miss Renee. Thank you so much, Knight. I did receive it. Thank you. So I'm going to head down to Missouri and get picked up by the kids. I'm not sure if whenever I looked at the bus thing online, it didn't show any buses that go down around her. So I was only looking up a ticket that goes to St. Louis. But they're like 2.5 hours below St. Louis. And so if I go to the bus depot, they'll be able to tell me the closest bus stop that I can be dropped off at. And they'll know if they approve Bella or not to be on the bus before I go wasting money that we really didn't have. Springfield, I was hoping that there's one around Rolla. If there is a bus stop around Rolla, I'd like to get out there. Yeah, but the online thing didn't show that at all. It did show that it brings it down to the lake, but that's past where I'm going. Well, we can still get into an argument about it. You're not accounting for human error. It takes a long time to go to court for them discriminating against you. You don't just get on the bus because you say, hey, this is discrimination. You have to go through court to prove the discrimination. No, there used to be one at Fort Leonard Wood, and it's not in Fort Leonard Wood. It was on the outside of Fort Leonard Wood. Misinformation. I have taken these buses a lot. And that station did get moved, and then I do believe closed down. There's one, okay. Yeah, I can look that up. I just thought it would be easier because they'll have something right there in front of them if I just get to the bus station, which is probably only a few miles from where I am. And I've already acquired a ride. But the ride just doesn't leave for an hour. She's still at work, and once she gets off of work, then she's going to give me a ride. Yeah, years ago, whenever I lived right there in Fort Leonard Wood, there was a station there too, but since I've been going back and forth, once they moved it, and I thought that they closed the whole station down, but they really just moved it across the street, and then I was like, okay, so I knew there was a bus station there, and then the last time I went there, there wasn't one, period. They closed it all the way down. Yeah, so I don't know if they have opened another one back up there. They did have a bus terminal there, but the last time I was there, they did not. But I still think that there should be one that's in Rolla, and Rolla's not too far. I'm going to be exhausted. My tailbone is feeling a bit better, so I think that my tailbone will be able to handle the ride for, to go from here to there is not a 3-day trip, 3+ day trip. Wow, 30 years? Oh my goodness, yeah, that's been a minute. They closed the Alpine House down. They kept finding, people who were no longer with us in the hotel. So it just kind of got shut down. Yep. And hopefully somebody buys it. I'd love to see it restored and turned into something good. Although I do remember what Grandpa said that it was whenever he was in the service. And it was not just the regular hotel type. It turned into a slum place, and I would love to see it come back to its glory. Heck, I would love to be the one to help restore it, but that's just not going to happen. It is an iconic symbol there on Route 66, though, and so many service members remember it from their time there that I would love to see that thing come back. Thank you, Misty Mama. Good morning to you as well. It really has been. I didn't know. I thought, okay, so I'm going to go out here. I'm going to deal with the regular discrimination because all homeless are the same in a big city. Man, my hair needs a brush. And it didn't happen that way. Even though I anticipated it, which is a no-no. That's how you manifest things to be bad. It didn't end up that way. I walked in, they let me charge my phone. I ordered a coffee. The coffee was way too much because this gas station doesn't have gas station coffee. It has Dunkin' Donut coffee. I don't know if you've been there before, but it's about $3.50 for a coffee. Yes, I did have it in a ponytail and it messed it all up. It'll be okay. It's still kind of glamorous, right? It's the swoop in the color that I'm a calico kitty cat that makes it all okay. Oh, Cracker Barrel is getting busy. I was sitting over here talking to one of the workers over there. He's the dishwasher, and his name is Larry, and he's living in one of the sober house facilities, and we were talking about our walk with God and that he's trying to come with God too, and that we all have little things that we have to clean up in our life. And I'm like, well, start with the things that might damage somebody else and give yourself leniency on those things that are against yourself right now. And he's like, I know. He says that whenever I was drinking, it was damage to others because then my temper would come out, or then I just wasn't the character that I normally am, and it changed who I am. I was like, see, you're already on a good start to doing better and doing no harm to others. And he's like, yeah, I am. So I got to have a good chat with the gentleman that works over there as the dishwasher and the lady that works here at the gas station. And today has already been impressionable on myself and others. So we're off to a good start. He as well called it his faith, that he's walking with God in his faith journey. And so this thing might be catching on, and he doesn't even do a TikTok. I believe so, and I already have snacks and stuff to get on the bus. I bought a container of grapes. That way I have snack food that's not all red dye candy. And I have a salad with tomato, avocado, and green onions, so I can cut all that up together and have a nice salad for lunch. It's 10:10 right now. And so I got Bella wet food and some snack jerky treats. She really likes those jerkies. and they're the dog kind, so I won't be partaking in it. I'm a vegetarian, so that's just a joke. But I definitely got us better quality of food things so that it's not all junk food. Somebody even offered to buy me a donut, and I was like, I just can't take all the sugar anymore. It's just too much sugar lately. I have to kind of chill down on the sugar. And then Dunkin' made me a coffee. I ordered it with cream and sugar, and they made it with Splenda, and I was like, no, I don't do these aspartame things whatsoever. Yeah. If I'm going to do something, it's going to be sugar and not the byproducts that they're selling us. I don't even like the Splenda plant. I grew it. It was big and beautiful. And I was like, called my grandkids over there. I'm like, here, try this leaf. Just chew on it. And they're like, ew, that's horrible. So it wasn't something we were going to be growing and throwing in our sweet tea. Yeah, the stevia one, yes, it was not that great. I mean, it was cool that it was natural, but the flavor of it wasn't something that we liked. So it wasn't going to be able to take over. I'm glad I got to come on here and tell y'all that I'm doing good. If you run across Kit Kat, please tell her I'm doing okay and Miss Rita, because they're not on here yet, and I'm going to lose battery soon. It's definitely telling me low battery. It's at 10% though. That's an awful lot of 10s for today, right? I seen the time at 10:10, then my battery popped up at 10. Okay, because I'm kind of on live, and it's probably just going to die before I do get to send it. Did y'all know that there are people that pay for their subscription on TikTok and are such gifters on TikTok that they actually get to watch replays of your lives? I didn't know that. So, like, I can't post everything that I did on live. They limit and give me segments that I'm allowed to post. All of the ranting that I did yesterday, there is nowhere on what it's giving me for my posts to post it up. So I can't even do that as a post because they took all that off there. I have been repeatedly violated because my life is not my life. This is fake content. I'm not really doing these things and carrying a backpack and pulling my rotator cuff out of socket. It is over on YouTube. How? I don't have a YouTube channel. I haven't given any permissions to bring my content outside of the TikTok I put it on. So I have no clue how they're doing that. Yeah, I would think that they would need the creator permissions, or else they would be exploiting my content. I should have content rights to my own life.
Maybe you should Google fair use and brush up on the Fair Use Act.
Yeah, I'm kind of elbow propped right now so that I could hold the phone without yanking it around too much. I even put my sweater behind the picnic table in my knee just so I won't be tempted to lift it up while I'm here. Well, I don't know why they're doing that. I guess they can't create content of their own, so they're kiping my content. Seems legit. Seems like they're not the one in the wrong and should be taken out. I mean, they're not creating their own content. That means that I have been hijacked. Yep. That is definitely those mannerisms. I just got hijacked and now I'm on a whole nother platform that I never signed up for. That's right. Welcome to my life. I have nothing. I live in a backpack. My backpack and my suitcase is full of mostly sleep gear, like my sleeping bag. But it's okay for somebody to highway rob me and post up my content and use it as their own to go out there and make a living on, or to spread and get viewers for. That's definitely all right, guys. Don't go.
Well, first of all, I make my own content by taking your video and commentating, giving my opinion, my views, or whatever else I want to fucking say on it. That's that. And then, it's fair use. I can use whatever videos that I choose as long as I commentate or change them in some way. And I'm not playing your video and asking for donations or money or anything like that. I'm not asking for anything.
Get them. Don't go over there and say, why don't you have your own personality posting up your content? Because they do. They're showing you their personality is to go and rob others who have nothing of their intellectual content and living situation. Yep, that doesn't make them the bad guy. It definitely makes me the bad guy, guys. I mean, there's perspective out there and you could utilize it. Oh yeah, but they should not be using mine. Nope, they should definitely go make their own. Yep, that's intellectual property rights, and as soon as I find out who it is and have a little money in my pocket, guess who's gonna get sued? That is right, I signed up for this platform. If my face and my image is on another platform, I guess that platform can also be sued for letting them do it without proving that they're the person they're posting.
The platform definitely knows that I am not you, that I am not the person that I'm posting. They know I'm not you. I'm commentating on the video. It's called a commentary channel. That's what we are. We're commentary channels. Okay? Go look it up. Also, look up fair use and take it from there.
Yep, guys, this is the law. It really is the law. Yep, you can't use my intellectual property nor my pain and suffering without also causing pain and suffering, and you're the one that dealt it. No, Fair Use Act is that I agreed to be on this platform. I signed this platform. Yep. Oh, that's good. They're trash talking me. That's fabulous. That means that there are more people that can be in the lawsuit.
So if I was trash talking her, how does that make more people added to the lawsuit? And what's crazy is, let me tell you something. People are in her chat saying, I love MMF. And there was a few people that are in her chat that are my followers. So, and I have never said, I don't care if people go over there and donate to her. I never said she was a scammer. I just said she dry bags a lot. That's all. So there's people that follow her that also follow me.
Absolutely. It's for awareness purposes to copy my life, not something they're going through, to make them viewers.
No, I'm not copying you. I'm not copying you at all. Nor am I using you for viewers. Okay? I don't need you for viewers. Okay? With my combined channel, I have almost 15,000 viewers. I don't need viewers.
No, it is not. No, it is not. I'm awareness property right here on TikTok. You can come to this platform to meet me and talk to me. I'm not really hiding anything, am I? It's all right here. Now, famous would have cash in my pocket, not just where I'm going and what I'm eating today. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that. And trash talking doesn't bring much good awareness, does it? Is it? Is trash talking great awareness, or is it hurting someone else? Well, that hurt is being put on someone. That would be that they're not coming to TikTok to see my profile and my content that I put out to support me and the future of this creatorship here that I have built. They're putting it on YouTube, and they seem to have more information that they can post up than me. Oh, promises. I will not always be down on the ground. I am definitely moving up. I will get up. I don't have a home. Nope, we can't talk about a trip home whenever I don't have one. That's their home. I'm going to visit the family on their turf, on their spot. Yep. And remember how I left there? Yes, I don't have too much hopes about that. I don't feel like things are going to have changed much. Accepting me for who I am without putting all the rules and stipulations is a different thing. Yes, I did. It was still cold, and then Sonia got me and gave me shelter from the cold. And then whenever I left Sonia's, I went to Renee's, and I helped her with her storage building and her house, and helped organize that. And she gave me a place in her bunkhouse for me to be able to wait out the rest of the frosty days. Yeah, this is all me and my journey. Somebody else should not be profiting from my suffering.
Her suffering. So she's trying to say she's suffering? I thought this was a walk of God. A walk of faith. This is God's journey that she has chose to be on. Now she's considering it suffering? Wow.
Don't bring your nasty ass perversion in my room. Do you understand me? Go somewhere else. Exactly. And that's where my family left me. You understand that? Either I had a choice to take the verbal abuse and the yelling and putting me down, or I had to leave. That's right. No, I did not. I was told by an adult that just so happens to be my daughter, the rules at her house. Yes, in a very angry fashion. So no, I did not have a falling out. I refused to argue and I just left. No, I did not yell or argue. I just left.
But see, also what Tracy's not telling is she went live and put her phone in her pocket and went over into her daughter's house to have this discussion and argument while broadcasting it live. And her daughter had no idea that it was on live because she had her phone in her pocket. She's not saying that. So everyone heard the discussion that they had about Tracy not putting the vehicle on the road, that the daughter kept wanting to take her up there to put it on the road and she wouldn't go. She was procrastinating. She was getting on TikTok and telling business that, shouldn't be told and stuff like that. So, yeah, she's not telling that.
Falling out would have been me arguing and making the situation exacerbated. I did not do that. Some of us have grown up and become real adults where we don't abuse each other. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, we have another troll. Look, they want to be on the barbecue. Let's put you on the grill, honey. It does not matter. Are you here to bring somebody down? You have entered the wrong room. Go ahead and check your ass on out of here. It was as quick as you got in here. Flip the screen and you will no longer torture yourself. Go ahead and kick rocks. If you don't like a content creator, I suggest you don't go to their room and stay there.
See how her attitude flips sometimes, and she's not so nice, but she still has that smile on her face.
Thank you so much, voices. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, what am I doing, huh? Sitting here talking to the people that are here? Have y'all heard me begging once? No, I've explained my plan and we're gonna take off with that plan in about 35 minutes. My phone is also about to die, so don't go getting worried and please tell Kat that I'm okay. Bonnie said, screw the rules. Thank you so much, Sonia. I know it will be. I know it will be. Yep, Bonnie, that's how it is. We're gonna buck the system. Oh man, and you know what you're doing? Billions before you have come to knock me down, and none of them have succeeded. You're jumping on the right train now, honey. You don't like that I'm winning. You don't like that people take up for me because then you come in and bash me and it doesn't work. Ouch! Did I get banned or did you? My hands are free. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Oh no, my hands are clean. That's not so easy to say for somebody that lives like me. Look how clean my hands are. They're almost glowing. Whoops. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not read what she said wrong. You got it right. Whoever got her out of here, they got it right. Hi, Tinker. Thank you. Oh, that was Voices. Voices was up on it. I guess you did read it wrong, Bonnie. I had to scroll up to look. Oh my dear, that was... You were on it. Nope, it's okay. We have more than multiple mediators in here and monitors. So through this 3 years, I just selected the people that have stuck by my side and believed in this cause. So we have quite a few that believe in the cause as well, or at least believe in me and that I'm not out here to hurt people. Hi, Tina. I love the name Tina. It rolls off your tongue so eloquently. Thank you so much, Voices.
Alrighty, guys. Guess I got a lawsuit coming as soon as she gets some money in her pocket. She said she's gonna sue the channel. So I'll be looking forward to that. Oh jeez. And then someone tells her I'm over here bashing her. No, I'm just giving my opinion. Hey, what the hell? But like I said, there's people that follow her, that follow me, and they know. And even people in the chat saying, I love Mickey Mouse, so I don't care what she thinks. They all think that when they get posted on YouTube, it's a bad thing. You know, like someone else in her chat said, I see it as your story getting pushed out there further, which it will. Yes, it does. When you get posted on YouTube, they don't realize how many more fucking people are seeing this, right? So, I mean, you would think that, you know, hey, I don't give a fuck if they post me, go ahead, you know. Because I'm not saying really anything bad. I'm not saying she's a scammer. Do I think she dry bags? Absolutely she does. But hey, everybody's got their own opinion and we're all entitled to it. So, you guys have a good Monday, and I'll catch you on the next one. I believe her phone died. So, I guess when she gets to the bus station, she'll go back live again.
I know